You must be curious. The T-Rex's arms were shorter than a ruler. So what were those tiny arms even for? Scientists have been scratching their heads over this for decades, because from an evolutionary standpoint, almost every living organism eventually phases out unnecessary organs, and evolves features better suited to their environment. So why did these fierce carnivorous dinosaurs end up keeping a pair of short weak front limbs? Today, let's take the meat-eating Carnotaurus to explore the answer. Although the Carnotaurus isn't a member of the Tyrannosauridae family, it too has a pair of small front limbs. Scenes like this has become standard for most theropod dinosaurs. The Carnotaurus is about 26 feet long. It can run at speeds of up to 38 miles per hour. That's why it's called the cheetah of the Cretaceous period. Today, it spent quite a while clearing out a spot in the woods, and it kept cleaning the area to keep it neat, because next, it has something important to do. That is, to find a partner. Once everything is ready, the Carnotaurus starts letting out a deep roar. The low-pitched sound travels farther through the thick vegetation. Soon, a female Carnotaurus is drawn over. She's even bigger than the male Carnotaurus, and stronger too. But her arrival doesn't mean she's agreeing to mate. The male Carnotaurus has to make a lasting impression on her, and he only gets one chance. So, he begins showing off his most impressive dance moves. After an amazing performance, those tiny front limbs play a big role in courtship. They were key to his display. But unexpectedly, after sniffing the male Carnotaurus, she suddenly turns and walks away. Maybe it's because the guy didn't shower. Next up, let's look at another successful example. This male T-Rex successfully catches the female's attention. Then they head into the woods. During mating, those tiny front limbs played a key role, helping him grab onto his mate's body, keeping his position steady, and finishing the mating process. So, the second role of the tiny front limbs is to make reproduction more efficient. The third role is aiding in hunting. Although the front limbs can't directly attack prey, their muscle strength can reach over 220 pounds, enough to adjust the prey's position for easier biting. And predators from the Tyrannosauridae family mainly rely on their massive size and powerful bursts of strength to end the fight. Their bite force is over 17,600 pounds, strong enough to crush a car. This made the front limbs less important in the hunting process over time, and because they were bipedal, this gradually shifted their center of gravity forward, with their massive head and thick tail forming a dynamic balance. If their front limbs were any longer, it would add too much weight to the front, throwing off their stability and movement. So, after a long evolutionary process, the front limbs of dinosaurs gradually lost their original function, evolving into the tiny form we see today. Now that we've come this far, do you think the tiny front limbs of dinosaurs served any other purpose?